Hello and welcome back to Bat Magic Games. Hold on one second. I need to get something. I honestly don't like that my headset is doing this. Jack, that's better. Hello and welcome back into Bat Magic Games. Today we're going to begin Fire and Vice. So let's get started. We have a lot to do today. A lot of story mode. We may do a side quest here and there. But we're gonna do mainly story. Let's find out where. Hey Chris, are you in?
Is Highwing all right? Natty told me what the two of you did.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poachers' best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poachers spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
This way.
One second, everyone. Alright. Let's continue with Poppy Sweeting. Centaur.
A centaur! Tread carefully.
Hello, Becca.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind
How
is
does everyone
swiftly
think?
losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious. That's the third time I've seen a dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water. This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Revelio. Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left? Pelts. Poor beasts. Still smoking. They can't have been gone long.
Alright, let's...
Revelio. This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
Anything interesting?
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about this. How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures, though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
So, a few moments ago, I want to show you what I did. I went into here, used my talent points, and upgraded stealth all the way. So hopefully we are
Please don't mind
very
dying to make me a few
stealthy now.
sickles.
It's been ages since I've found anything worth poaching near Cragcroft.
Petrificus totalis.
It's been ages since I've found anything worth poaching near Cragcroft. Come out before I find you. I heard you!
Fritago! Levioso! Arresting claws! To fight for ya! How weak!
Arresto momentum.
Expelliarmus!
Confringo!
Merlin,
I did not realize I
yourself. What is going on here?
That's a new one. Gotta get a good laugh out of that one. Destroying the bridge.
What I wouldn't give to be a demiguise right now.
Let's try that again.
What is the matter, friend? Don't mind.
You go.
Petrificus totalis.
Better not be a trick.
So we're all me lads,
Petrificus totalis.
Merlin, you'd think they were guarding the Minister for Magic himself. What is going on here?
Only one way to find out.
What in Merlin's name?
Are those dragons?
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Hauntel Hall.
The name makes sense now, and the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here. How could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being in the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted. One foot in front of the next and quiet as...
Don't know what Victor was thinking, striking a bargain with him.
Petrificus totalis.
Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
Nah, they say we go too far. The violence isn't gonna get us what we want. I say, if every last wizard is run... That warrants a look.
Oh, a twofer.
It's in...
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there? They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her up, shall we? Yes. A more... Look, they've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the list of them. Can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Hello, Hamura.
Why isn't my controller vibrating?
All right, I have the egg.
Here.
Ready. The element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
One is dragon intact.
I've heard centaurs quieter than you. Is that you?
I don't think you'll get it out of here. I won't rest until you're...
Levioso!
Confringo! Expelliarmus!
Damn you!
Arresto momentum. Protego!
You'll pay for that! You little thing! Don't distract me! But...
What have you done?
Confringo! Arresto momentum. Expelliarmus!
Shall we finish what we started? Back in the ground again. Back to the dirt, mate.
Protego!
You're the one we're looking for, and you brought a friend.
One less human to worry about.
Protego!
Why can't I hit you? Stop it!
Back from
Rather up why he's coming back this way. Let's get this over with.
Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this.
Confringo! Expelliarmus!
Ah, stupendous. Seems your heart is blood.
Accio!
Damn it. No patience for these things. Finish.
Protego! Accio! Confringo! Expelliarmus!
I will make you.
Fetch more!
Barely built it.
Confringo! Accio! Protego!
Taste it does not belong in battle.
Destiny, what am I on? You will fall!
Oh, I hate these things.
No! I'll make a mulch of you.
Protego!
Admirable trick.
Arrest them. We don't have time. We need to free her now before more show up.
Accio! This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
Incendio! This way!
Protect you. They actually should have had
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
Since the dragon we freed flew off, does that mean we get to keep the egg?
I'd much rather we have it than the poachers, at least for now. But I don't think we should keep it indefinitely. It'll be hard hiding something like this from Professor Weasley for long.
Should we expect trouble from the poachers, given the trouble we just caused?
It'd be foolish not to expect it. They're not a forgiving lot. I'm sorry to say that you likely have a larger target on your back now because of what we just did.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it.
Let's get back
Be
to
careful, won't
Hogwarts.
you? I shall see you back at the castle.
Okay, I wanna... Check our combat. back to Hogwarts. I want to head to the room of requirement to stack up on Polyjuice. Wiggenweld.
It's time you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the task, head my class to learn the new spell.
I've been watching too much Harry Potter. I've been calling this stuff Polyjuice. We might have to head back to the cave with the Horcrux. Alright, we're good to go. The quest is... we have to do this. Underground Harbor and... Before continuing the story, we have to do a small side story. This will introduce us to Transfiguration and our last legal spell, that is. We have 2 more spells to learn after that.
So this is the underground harbor. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
It's my page.
Lumos. Revelio.
There it is. Out to the library.
My mother would like to speak with me. I believe she has learned about some of what we've been up to. I'm hoping she may be easier on me if you are there.
Can we meet at the Three Broomsticks? May finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
So she wants us to meet at the Three Broomsticks. We'll have to go meet her.
That book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around here somewhere.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration.
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humour me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions, and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
That's simple. Golden Snidget.
The Golden Snidget.
Correct! The Snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Felix Felicis.
Well done! Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organised competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
Any answers? The Deathly Hallows.
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct! According to Beedle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which
Funny
ball
that
in
she should
Quidditch
mention
is the
Deathly
largest?
Hallows. quaffle.
The quaffle.
That's right. When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice Potion allows the drinker to change species.
False.
False.
Correct. While Polyjuice Potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
I'm sorry. I don't have time for a quiz at the moment.
Let me know if you change your mind. I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this. Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
Time to get up. Wakey, wakey. As you can see now, time for class. To continue the story, we have to do this side mission.
Frankly, I'd rather limit.
How could you? You would not only lie to me about your house, but you could have made a fool of me in front of our friends and neighbors.
I heard Professor Weasley transfigured the book with all her test answers. An owl to stop students from cheating.
Taking owls a bit too literally, if you ask me.
Beautiful.
Goodness. Settle down. Settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do. It won't. Beautifully done. Class is dismissed. And remember, now is not the time to ease off your studying. OWLs will be here before you know it.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor?
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making good use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. I've heard that you can brew an impressive Edurus potion. Hopefully, you won't need it anytime soon, but it is a valuable potion to have when it is needed.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Were your meetings with Professor Black's house elf and exploration of various caves down by the lake connected in any way to Professor Fig?
Not at all. I was, intrigued by stories of a giant squid and wanted to learn more. I encountered Scrope, who seemed delighted to share what he knew.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed. If you wish to practice the spell you just learned, the training dummy is available.
Since our visit to Felcroft, something dawned on me about the triptych near the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
Let's try out our new spell. See, we have 2 more illegal spells.
I have another idea. I think we may be able to find one near the goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there. Bring someone who speaks goblin.
I remember our meet mentioning something about gobbledygook.
Check my talent points. Ah, perfect. That one. Ah, core, that's it. There we go. Now we got all 4. Let's assign. So I want this to be that can stay like it is. Make now we can always change it. This is gonna be our battle phase. You know what? Let's add this one. There. That's you. Next, our next mission is gonna be the Shadow of the Mines, and it's all gobbledygook. First, I want to go to the Undercrop and speak to Sebastian.
You'll never believe what I've learned.
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
I know we had to do it to open the scriptorium, but it's not something I'd want to repeat.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
We need to tell him. He's the reason we found the book, and he deserves to know what you've learned.
You've seen how he frets about the dark arts. I promise I'll tell him when I found the relic. When I know more, I shall send an owl. And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
I am not letting this go.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I appreciate you telling Sebastian not to keep this from me, but going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
Some references Sebastian mentioned in the book do worry me.
I'm glad you understand. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further. But if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
Alright, let's get out of here. All is arrow of the mind. Go do that.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
Up.
Anyone looking for troubles found it in me.
Who lived here, I wonder?
Hey, how's it going?
Anna's getting worse. If there's any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her,
Hey,
I
Becca.
must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldcroft, near the
I came as soon as I could.
I'd been so distracted by the scriptorium and Slytherin's book that I'd almost forgotten what it was that had struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle
Doing
this?
some story missions right now.
We need to see what they're doing, but let's not draw their attention.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
Thanks for the likes.
After you.
That's you.
Silent as a grave.
There they are up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
Why am I always on patrol?
No one enters this mine. Kill anyone who tries.
Ranrock's loyalists are out for blood.
Petrificus
What is
Totalis.
that? I feel as though I'm not alone.
Revelio. Petrificus
There's
Totalis.
a grapple, you are. Hey, what's going on out there? You can't.
Defender.
I shall have been.
I've been fighting. Easily diverted.
Glacius.
A miss! Losing your strength. Much.
What's that? Who's there?
Levioso.
Why don't you come up here and...
Glacius. Protego.
No!
Fringo.
Revelio.
I forgot to put the batteries. Come here. 1 second, everyone. Forgot to change the batteries. Oopsies. There we go.
Revelio.
This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do at that.
Once again, we could fight our way through or be discreet.
Know which one I'd choose.
Accio. Findo.
Levioso! This is almost too easy!
Accio.
How can you do that?
Accio.
Levioso!
You won't get away with that.
Rather unwise coming back this way.
Accio.
Let's get this over with.
Confringo.
Accio. Findo.
Sendo.
That's better.
And the fun is over.
Fun is a relative term.
It is. And that was relatively fun.
For better or for worse, we're in.
You will regret coming. I won't bet.
This mine looks like a tomb.
It was closed after accidents were reported. Now I see why.
I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a spider.
Protego!
Help, child!
Defender!
How many of Ranrock's loyalists are in here?
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want. Incendio!
That ledge is awfully high. Any ideas?
Same place.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
Emperor Osa.
Levioso! It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or the soulless eyes, or the venomous fangs, or any number of endearing qualities.
Smashing.
Should have thought to conjure stairs.
Reparo.
Levioso!
Incendio!
Confringo.
Confringo!
Descendo! We're making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
She would at that. Ranrock's loyalists have all but declared war.
Confringo!
We've still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
An unwelcome distraction at that.
We have another fight on our hands.
Why am I not surprised?
I know it.
Oh!
Protego!
Lucky, that's all! Stop! I'm afraid to fight!
Accio!
Someone's been taken out! Rather unwise coming back this way.
Accio! Confringo!
This is where...
We're not finished yet.
It's almost as if they were waiting.
Let's get this over with.
Confringo!
I won't rest.
Protego! Stupid! Confringo!
Confringo.
Levioso!
Confringo! Accio! Confringo!
Defendo! We certainly cleared the room.
I don't know why Gryffindors get credit for bravery. We Slytherins are teeming with it.
And we're much more fun to fight with.
Confringo! Confringo!
Symbol. Above the cavern door.
Ranrock's loyalists never knew to look for it.
Third one.
Confringo!
I wouldn't be surprised to find a couple more rune symbols. Wasn't expecting that. What do you have there?
A journal entry by Isadora.
Hopefully it will help us unravel more of this mystery.
Sebastian, I think I found something. A canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still, something about this place feels odd.
If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganark was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft, and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols? And ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
His are some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts.
Back to the Undercroft.
And now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit. Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble. I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Marrenweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
A friendly goblin. He wants no part in Ranrock's fight.
A friendly goblin? You know, goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins are...
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
You don't know what you're saying. Take a breath for a moment.
Oh, I know precisely what I'm saying. Unbelievable.
Alright, let's It started right away. All hi. All gobbly.
I'm sorry! May we talk about it?
My father writes to me every week.
Revelio.
Alright. Find a meat.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Up.
Lumos.
The headmaster hates everyone.
Come on, little fella. Get a page. Hey, how's it going? I think we're a little behind our levels. After this quest, we're gonna go get some more pages.
Hello there. Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. Well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
You said you know gobbledygook, but how well?
I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English. My parents have an extensive library. Once I grew bored with the classics, I devoured goblin writings. I'd tell you some titles, but you wouldn't understand them.
Have you ever spoken directly to a goblin?
Unbelievably, no. I'm so looking forward to it. Actually conversing in gobbledygook with a native speaker. Cannot wait to confirm subtle bits of pronunciation and tone that may have eluded me, being self-taught and all.
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
I tell you, Bill, Hogwarts is lucky they've got protection charms. Haven't a clue why there's such a fuss over poaching. Lovely.
Could have gone to Cambridge. Not much.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Oh, we'll get that from the cat. But say we didn't have
I know what that means. Merlin trial. himself would be proud. A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Gok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bagalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
What else should we know about the enchanted door?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be too difficult to achieve.
I know what spell we need.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
I'll be quiet.
The door is looking at us.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected. I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this
Confringo!
Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Revelio. Accio.
I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
Accio. Keep your wits about you, Amit. I'll get you through this mine.
Step round here. Oh, little. Oh, that was meant for me. But there's the surrender now. What's that doing here? There's you arrogant child! I should take. No!
Descendo!
Fight him!
Potato!
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word. Confringo!
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be plans around here somewhere.
Revelio. Accio.
I'm a goblin, not a toy! Drag this out longer than necessary. I won't rest till you're dead.
Accio.
This way.
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Revelio.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
One of the best meals I've ever... Don't you try again, I beg!
Confringo!
Run wide. Leviosa. This way. Let's get this over with.
Leviosa!
A miss!
Losing your stride. Much too slow.
No! Find this other!
Leviosa!
Who do you think you are? Little man, I won't rest.
Protego!
Well played. Put me down! I'll you up and postponing the inevitable.
Leviosa!
Teaming up. Time for some bombarder.
Bombarda!
Descendo!
Accio!
Oh, this really is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected.
Accio! Descendo! Depulso! Confringo! Accio!
Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
If only I could get my hands on Fig or that student.
One less human to worry about.
Get away with that.
Confringo! Protego!
Rather unwise coming back this way.
Accio!
You don't believe you can defeat me, do you?
How did you do that?
Time to disarm.
Expelliarmus!
Was that your best? You're really not very good at this, are you?
Glacius!
Your spells glance off of me. Put me down!
I shall avenge your death.
You look tired. As if
Accio!
you can't stop us.
Glacier!
You're losing your stride. Much too slow.
Glacius!
I was right not to be worried about you.
You wanted to
Accio! Expelliarmus!
Not quick enough.
I shall avenge your death.
Rather unwise coming back this way.
Accio! Protego!
Stop it! I will make you pay. You are unfolding here now. I won't rest.
Expelliarmus!
How many of them are there?
That should be the last of them, Armit.
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we?
Expelliarmus. Confringo.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found. Accio!
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Armit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. We're almost out of here, Armit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed.
Revelio.
Can we please talk about what just happened? Can we please talk about...
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Armit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Alright, let's head back to Hogwarts. I want to look for more.
Soon as I can.
Check our money. Coming. Oh. Debating. Should we do it today or should we wait till Friday? Let's wait till Friday. I do want to go get the pages. And we desperately need to work on our level. gonna first
Off on
look at
another
the
adventure, are we?
Let's look on the map to see. Alright, we got that one. Ah, I know where we need to go. But first we have to equip this spell.
Aloha Mora. Revelio. Levioso. Revelio.
Oh, there's one right in here.
Revelio.
I've learned almost all of the Goblin rebellions off by heart.
Lumos.
Go on, test me.
Anyone in the wizarding world could outdo the best a muggle has to offer any day.
Why would I want to hear what's more?
That should be right here, actually.
Accio. Levioso. Aloha Mora.
I haven't slept well for ages. I miss my pillow from home. What? Nothing wrong with that.
I suppose one could smuggle a pet into the dormitory if one was willing to use a disillusionment charm. But is it worth it?
How much longer do
I
you
don't
think Black will
recognize
be
that
headmaster?
spot.
I have family in America. Wonder if I could transfer to Ilvermorny and come back when he's gone.
What was the
I
ministry
think I know
thinking,
where.
putting Black in charge of
Lumos.
There you are.
I always thought
Christmas tree.
Patrick Redding is surprisingly somber, considering he runs a shop as fun as
Confringo!
Can't have been good for business.
Have you ever visited any of the hamlets outside of Hogsmeade? Some nice shops to be found.
In all fairness, I did
There's
always
a
To finally have an answer as to why that portrait was absurdly
Oh dear, I shall get in trouble for this.
So that will be it for today's episode. In the next part, we will do the headmistress speak. Mom's the word. Actually, we will do all these next time. In the shadow of time, Mom's the word, a dragon's debrief, and the sky's the limit. Followed by Follow the Dead. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Until next time, farewell.